So we're gonna start actually laying down. We're gonna start breathing. Just make sure that you have your long band, and then any of the loops can work for the side leg work that we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do some side leg, and then with the long band, we're gonna do some arm work. Okay, so we put everything down, and we're gonna lay on our backs. So you can turn around when you're ready and come down into your back. Bring your heels in alignment with your sit bones if this is comfortable for you. And we're gonna start breathing to the side and back of the rib cage. So adjust your alignment, nose, sternum, belly button, pubic bone, and then your knees and your hip bones. Relax your arm and breathing into the back and side of the ribs. Expanding the ribs into and out to the sides, breathing out. Pull the pelvic floor, sink pubic bone and belly button, hug hip bones, hug ribs. And keep that breath going for 5 times. Breathing to the back and side of the ribs, breathe out. Scoop the belly, nice and gentle, and hug. 2, 3. 4. Keep relaxing the mat, the back into the mat. 1 breath. Let's add a pelvic tilt. So breathe out, imprinting the spine, using the abdominal muscles. Keep the butt relaxed. Breathe in, lengthen, keep the ribs quiet, arch and reach forward. Breathe out, pull the pelvic floor, sink the abdominals, lift the abdominals, push the low back into the mat with the abdominal muscles. Breathe in, lengthen the tailbone and pubic bone, keep the rib cage quiet and arch just through the low back. Good. Let's do 3 more. Good. So now coming back, I'm going to find my neutral. I'm going to make sure that my tailbone, my sacrum is on the mat, and I leave my low back off the mat, and my ribs should still be in touch with the mat. And let's do our marches. So breathe out, stabilize this position. On your next breath in, nice short breath to float the leg up. Nothing moves on the pelvis and the back. Breathe out, scoop, and then return the leg. Keep the opposite side stable, and then float the other leg, keeping the pelvis in neutral. Breathe out, sink. And then the leg relaxes down. Let's do 4 more, sorry. And keep that stability more and more as you move. Keep the shoulders pulling away from your ears, the back of the neck and head reaching long. Keep scooping. Last 2. Nice. Stability, lumbar-pelvic stability, pelvis and low back. Ribs are not moving either. Good. Now, we're going to do about 2-3 crunches, and then we're going to add that rotation as well. So arms to ceiling or next to hip or supporting your head if you need that. And we're going to crunch forward and up and down. Tuck your chin, keep your pelvis in neutral. Scoop the abdominals first, then roll the head and shoulders, dragging the ribs, pushing into the back of the ribs into the mat. Chest nice and wide with the shoulders. Roll down, controlling the ribs down as you go down, okay? And again, breathe out, scoop, keep the pelvis still, roll head and shoulders. Look between your thighs, and then your collarbones are nice and wide, and down we go. If the arms stay here, it's the same thing. Just glide the shoulders and the scapulas down as you scoop and down. And if you're supporting your head, keep the pressure of the head to the back of the hands. Try not to glide the chin forward. Moving from your abdominals. Last one. Good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna press the arms against the legs. So if you're up here, you're gonna bring your hand here. If you need to support your head, keep one hand on the back of the neck. And we're gonna march the leg up, whatever leg is closer to your camera. You're gonna crunch, push the leg away and resist. And then we're gonna come back down and do the other side. You're gonna scoop, roll as you march, push the leg away. Okay, keep your rib cage still. Opposite scapula presses down and down. Keep going. Shift, rotate, push, resist, and down. Press the scapula into the mat to help you rotate, push, down. Now we're gonna do 4 more. Instead of the hand reaching to the inside of the leg, it's gonna reach to the outside. Palm of the hand faces out. Push the leg in, but resist with the leg and down. So adding the crunch to this. Breathe out. Crunch down, the hand comes to the outside. Press the leg inwards, resist with the leg, and you're gonna feel your outer hip working. And come down. And again, push the scapula into the mat. Crunch, rotate. Push the leg inwards, resist the leg with the outer hip, and down you go. And go. 4 to 6 of these. And down, good. And reach, press the scapula on the mat. And down, let's do last 2. The scapula presses, I march. And down, last one. And down, good. Hands come back down on the mat, press them. We're gonna imprint and march both legs up to tabletop. If this is too much on your low back, continue the exact same exercise we did, okay? Melt the chest, the ribs, keep the imprint. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can find neutral in this position. And we're gonna do single leg toe taps. So you're gonna breathe out, keep the back pushing into the mat, the connection of the hip and the rib, leg only goes as far as you don't change the position of the back, and back up we go. Let's go. 2. 3. Good. 4. Scoop, scoop, scoop and hug. 5. Good. Control both directions. 6. 3 more. 7. And 8. Good. Hug your knees side to side. All right, so we're gonna add the exact same arm work that we did on the marches. So do it through the marches if you need to. We're gonna do it with toe taps, except that one leg is going to now straighten out and we're gonna press against the leg that stays. And we're gonna come back. And we're gonna breathe out. Instead of doing the tap, we're just gonna straighten, rotate, push the leg away, resist, and come back, okay? So 4 of these. Breathe out, scoop the abdominals, press the scapula and the elbow to the mat, push leg away, resist. You can keep your arms straight, it's even more work. And pull it back, and back. Now, I'm gonna press the outside of my leg. So I'm gonna go towards the outside, press the leg out, resist, and back, and breathe out. Two more. Continue if you want to do a few more. working the outer thigh, okay? So make sure that the outer thigh is resisting you pushing the leg in. Last one. So I did 6, pushing the leg out, hug the knees, and rock side to side. Good. March the legs down. So we've warmed up really well with the abdominals, and we're just gonna do a few bridges to warm up the whole thigh here in this position, okay? I'm gonna bring the heels slightly in a little bit in line with the mats over there. Lengthen the pelvis, chest, and ribs down, arms to the ground, and let's do some rolling bridges. We're gonna breathe out, imprint, squeeze the glutes, roll the pelvis up, keeping chest and ribs pressing down. Reach the pelvis and the knees forward, and now roll down from your upmost ribs. So just to release the back a little bit, the lower back and the pelvis. Breathe out, scoop, squeeze the glutes, press into the heels, roll up. Keep the pressure of chest, ribs, scapula, and arms down. Lift and reach pelvis and knees forward, forward, forward. Breathe out from the esophagus, come down one bone at a time. Take your time over here on your low back so you really mobilize it. Send it to neutral. Let's go, 2 more. Breathe out, scoop, squeeze glutes, press into the heels, roll. Keep the upper body pressing down, and now roll and reach pelvis and knees forward. Like you want to shoot everything in that direction. And then come down from the highest point. Relax the chest from your esophagus. Roll, lengthening that spine as much as you can. Last one. Squeeze, lift, keep rounding, 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 rounding. Reach. Good. Big toe pressing, so don't roll the legs out. And down from the highest rib. Chest and shoulders stay nice and wide. Down we go. And release. Now let's try to go straight up and down. So now we're going to hug the ribs, hug the hip bones, really activate the core, and you're going to lift the pelvis, reaching the knees forward, straight up, and now just tap the tailbone down, just the tailbone, tap and come up, squeeze and reach, and down, tap, and 3, keep the shoulders reaching away from your ears, 4, squeeze and lift, 5, just the tailbone, tiny tap, reach, tuck and squeeze, reach everything forward, and last one, bring it down, good, march the legs up, hug the knees, and go side to side, and if you need to, cross the leg, and we'll get a quick stretch here, pushing knee out, pulling legs in, whatever is comfortable for you. Behind the thigh. Give me one more breath, and then let's switch. Just a quick stretch, not too stretchy, because we're going to work it now. And release. Okay, so let's turn to our side. I'm gonna start with my right leg up, working. And if you're gonna use the band, you have the option of this band, you have the option of the loop band, and you have the option of the long band. So just a reminder, if you need to use the long band, it wraps around and you lay down. I know that everybody has a long band, so maybe I'll just use this for you guys today. Okay, it goes under the bottom knee that's going to be bent, and you're holding with that upper arm. You can also do the work with this tube that I gave you guys, or this band. It's all a little bit different, okay? But basically the idea is the same. Yeah, so if you have this, good, press it down. The resistance, you just pull to add resistance. The other arm is down at on the floor for you to rest your hand, whether it's like this or straight out. Now try to find a straight line to where you can align your body, okay? Anywhere. We have the shoulders and the hips in the same alignment, and then the shoulders are stacked and the hips are stacked. In this position, I'm gonna add a little bit of resistance. I'm gonna start with my knee bend, and I'm gonna make sure that I reach my upper waist until my lower waist is off the ground. There it is, the light under my mouse hole. Okay, I'm not overdoing it, I'm just lifting it enough to where I have a straight spine. From this position, I'm gonna flex my feet, I'm gonna breathe out and push. When I push, I take the opportunity to lengthen even more. Now, in this position, lengthen your tailbone with your leg and tuck it a little bit just to get the activation of the core. Good. Keep all of this the same. Bend the knee forward, keeping the foot in alignment with the knee, and push. And bend. And push. So I'm gonna show you at an angle so you know what's happening here. Okay, so I'm in a straight line and I'm gonna bend and push. When I bend, my knee comes forward, my foot is in alignment with the knee. It's not back here towards my butt. Okay, we're doing 10, so this is 4. Move back so I can, because I can't see you. And bend. 5, squeeze and reach. Reach. Keep the ribs connected to the pelvis and bend. 6, squeeze the glutes, tuck at the end. Good. And then coming forward, your hip flexors are working. Keep your butt reaching back behind you so it's not tucking. 6, and pull. 7, good, and pull. 8, squeeze. 9, good, and 10, push, squeeze, and bring it in, relax. Massage here if you need to. Okay, on the next one, we're gonna straighten the leg and keep it up there, and we're gonna go up and down with the leg. If you need to release a little resistance, you can, and the leg is gonna stay straight out. So align to where you're stacked, tuck a little bit so this is not popping, ribs are in, and the leg slide in front of you is okay. And let's go, reach, 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 and let's go up. 1, add that resistance if you need to. 2, 3, 4, nice. 5, you can definitely do all of these without resistance. 6, 7, good, feel the pain or the work right here. 8, all of this is working. 9, here, nothing here, don't let it collapse. 10, stay here, pulse. 1, 2, keep reaching the leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release. And I'm not going too high because I have a lot of resistance, but you can have a little more range of motion if you want to. Good. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna use the loop. Do you have a loop with you? Do you have a loop band? Good. So let's add the loop, and we're gonna be working a little bit of outer and inner here. I think this one I can face you guys sideways. You'll be able to see this here. Okay, so again, we're stacked in the shoulders, we're stacked in the hips, and lengthen the upper waist, find that mouse hole here, and then connect the ribs with the abdominals like you're doing a tiny crunch and a tiny tuck. Now, we're gonna lift the upper leg, keep it there, take the lower leg up, down, and release. Okay? So keep the connection, let's go. Lift, pull, down, and down. Good. 2, lift, lift, press down, relax down. 4, lift, down and down. So keep your shoulders nice and wide, neck nice and long. I'm trying to look at you guys so my head keeps shifting. 5, 6, I'm reaching through my heels. 7, good. 8, good. 9, this hand can be here for support. Make sure you're not rolling back. and 10. Your legs can be slightly forward if you need a little more resistance and support, okay? I'm coming back into a straight line, but keep the legs in front of you if you need to. So now we're gonna keep the upper leg up, and we're just gonna bring the lower leg. Press down, lift up, press down, lift up. So let's take this up, scoop round, reach, keep it up there, and let's go up and down with the lower leg and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pressing the upper leg. I worked hips today, so I'm dying. 6, 7, 8. It's fatiguing. 9 and 10. Bring it down. Woo! I had serious hip work today, so it's killing me. Good, very nice. So that's 4 exercises that we've done. Yeah. I'm gonna take it, we're gonna go take it to the other side. But before we go to the other side, we're gonna come into a side plank. So we're gonna lift up. Good, coming to the elbows. If you need to keep your knees on the floor, you can keep. Press into the elbows and come up. And if you're gonna keep the hips down, the knees down, you're gonna come up, tuck your pelvis forward, come back down and down, okay? Otherwise, if your legs are straight, just cross them. So the arch of the front foot is on the ground and the outside of the back foot is on the ground if you're gonna straighten the legs. And from here, hand here or up to the ceiling, and let's go up. Tuck the pelvis, zip the inner thighs together, open up the chest, and we're gonna go down and up. 2. This is an option as well if you want one knee down. 3, and the other leg stays straight. 4. Good. 5. Push the hip, the waist and the rib. 6. Drop, push the hip, the waist and the rib. 6. My counting. 7. Keep the pressure on the elbow and the shoulders away from the ears. 8. 9. Good. And 10. And bring it down. Good. Bend the knees, bring your hand and stretch to the side. Nice. And release. All right. So we're gonna do one more. So we're gonna turn around and do the same set to the other side. Again, if you want to do the exercise with the loops that I just did, the bend and push, you can. It's just move the band down towards your foot, bend it if you need to, and you can do it this way. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this band to do the bend and push, and I'm gonna go here for the last 2 exercises. So bend and push up and down, I'm gonna do with a long band. Okay, you can do it with a loop as well. I'm going to take that bottom knee, press it over the band, find that stability there. My hand is gonna go straight out. I can also be here, pillow, block, anything you want here, okay? All right, so find the alignment of shoulder and hips, same line. The leg can come slightly forward, okay? Reach, so let's start from here this time. Reach, 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 reach. So this is the longest you can, hip to rib. And you got mouse hole under. There should be light shining from under you. Now, tuck your tailbone and push your ribs in. So you're doing a mini crunch and a tuck, connecting the hips and the ribs. Oops, I'm losing my band. I'm gonna bend it in, keeping all this long line. And from here, let's push. Breathe out, push with the heels, squeeze the butt, lengthen, everything over again. When you bend, it doesn't collapse. 2, push, squeeze the butt, tuck the pelvis a little bit and feel the glute working. Now, hip flexor, knee forward, foot aligned with knee. 3, and in, good, keep everything working. 4, and pull, don't collapse the body. 5, so as I'm pushing and pulling, notice that nothing is changing. My waist is not going up and down. 6, good. Hand can be here, or you can keep pulling on that band so you don't lose resistance. 7, I think. 8, good. Keep lifted. 9, core, 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 core. And 10. Squeeze that butt. Good. Bring it in and relax. We're gonna straighten the leg back out and we're just gonna go up and down, okay? So if you wanna hold on to the band, go ahead, or just keep pushing that bottom leg into it. Straighten. It can be in line with the body or slightly forward if it helps you maintain your alignment. Reach, give me mouse hole, and let's go 1. Good. You're parallel, so toes are reaching forward. 2, don't rotate the toes to the ceiling. 3, 4, don't release the waist. 5, keep reaching longer, Anya. 6, good from here. 7, feel it. 8, I'm gonna rotate my toe down a little bit. 9, and 10. Stay there, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, core. 8, 9, 10, relax in. Ooh, pain, pain. Good, make a fist. Massage, send it some love there. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this one. You can still use it. You can make a knot and wrap it around if you want to. Okay, loop is gonna go on. Again, it can be the Velcro one, it can be this one. This is just faster. So I'm using this one, but it can be any of those. Okay? All right, so again, legs can be slightly in front of you, or more advanced would be in line with the body. Hands here, and push the ribs, tuck the pelvis, stack hips, stack shoulders. Good. And keep reaching that top leg until you get that mouse hold. Good. And then press, lift the bottom leg, press the bottom leg down, still pushing the upper leg, and then we rest. And go push as high as you can. Now bottom leg goes up. It presses down as you're still pushing the top leg up, and then down. Good. And go 3, core. 4. Keep reaching through the heel. 5. Good. Long body. 6. Nice. 7. Woo. 8. Down. Good. 9. I'm all over the place. Let me stabilize myself more. And 10. Good, and relax. All right, so we're gonna push that top leg up. We're gonna keep it up, and just the bottom leg is gonna go up and down, okay? So, connect the front, lengthen that top leg, reach, reach, reach up as much as you can, mouse hold. Keep it up there, and let's go up and down with the bottom leg. 1, press, open both. 2, lift, open both. 3, open both. 4, 5, 6, any breath you want. 7, pull the bottom leg up, now open both. 8, keep that top leg as high as you can. 9, and 10, and open and release. All right, massage. 2 hip workouts in one day, not a good idea. Okay, so we're gonna do the side planks, okay? Pick your option, bottom leg bent, top leg straight, both knees stacked, or just separate your feet. We're gonna come up into our elbows. So you're gonna press into the elbow and stabilize that shoulder joint. Elbow is right under shoulder, okay? I'm gonna do the straight leg option. So you pick if you wanna be here. You can take the band out, we don't need it. I'm just keeping it for, just because it's more practical. I'm gonna tuck and I'm gonna lift from my hip, my waist, my rib, and this is my starting position. Hand can be here, here, supporting you, or up, okay? And we're gonna go down. Try to tap the floor, but keep your alignment. Push hip, waist, rib, and 2. Press into the elbow. 3. This is an option. 4. Keep the shoulder stability. 5, 6. Connect the front of the body. 7. Stay straight. 8. Long line. 9. And 10. And relax down. Good. Cross your legs, pull from your ankle and stretch to the side. Good. And release. All right. So release the band. And what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna do a little bit of arm work, okay, just to give us a break. And then we're gonna go back and do the same routine, but without the bands. You can do it with the bands or you can do it without. So it's gonna be a bit of a different feel. With the band, you're gonna get constant resistance, okay? So you choose if you wanna continue with the band or not. We're gonna use the long band for the next exercises. I'm a little bit off camera here. All right, now I want us to get some resistance coming from across the body. So one of the things you can do is you can tie your band around something and it's gonna give you a little bit of resistance. Or you can try to put it under the knees and try to work that way, okay? So we can go up and over, but it's not the same. So I'm gonna show you tied to a chair here. Okay, so if I loop it around, I'm gonna loop and actually try to get one side. All right, and then when I come here, I want it to go up, sorry. So I want resistance on this side, this way. I wanna go up, and I wanna go sideways. So the chair doesn't work because it's traveling with me. All right, I'll take it out. So let me try to do it a little bit more. I'm gonna put it under my pelvis and I'm gonna sit on it. If you wanna sit on the ground and do it this way, you can. It's just not as much. That's good, Rania, that's fine. So I'm gonna start off with the right arm up. Okay, and from here, I'm gonna shift my rib cage and I'm bringing the resistance with me to the side. So make sure that you go up and then you go sideways without collapsing the body and then you come back down. So I'm gonna add a lot more resistance here. I'm gonna press up, keeping my shoulders nice and wide. Then I'm gonna shift my rib cage and I'm gonna bring the resistance with me and send it up to the ceiling. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to release, okay? And again, press and side and in and out. So in the camera, I don't think you can see me as well. I'll try to come in a little bit more. So we're gonna push, good. And then I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna keep shifting and pushing the band to the ceiling, shifting, pushing the camera to the ceiling, the band to the ceiling, push and reach and come down, okay? So that's 4. Are you okay, Rani, with this? You can try to do it without the band and just work the stretch part of it, okay? Let's keep going and go. 5. Reach, band to ceiling, and side flexion. So I'm keeping this curve. 7, push and go. Watch your shoulders, stay as wide as you can. 8, press, more resistance for me. Push, push, and the spine follows, it's going to the ceiling. Last 2, reach, 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 side flexion. Make sure you're not collapsing here. You're staying seated on both sit bones if you're maintaining this here. If you have something coming from across, there's a lot more resistance. Push, push, push and reach, push and reach, push and reach. So you'll be working a lot of your side, okay? So this side is the one that's working to pull that band across, working. The side is only stretching. That's it. 10. Okay? Now, what I want to do here is I want to do a little rotation, pushing the band away. All right? So if you have the band coming from over here, keep the elbows bent and try to rotate and push just as much as you can and bring it back in. Okay? So I'm sitting on my band and we were doing lateral flexion. Now I'm going to do rotation. Make sure that you stay on your axis. You're sitting really heavy on your sit bones and you're lengthening the spine. And then from here, I'm gonna rotate on my axis, so I'm gonna lift and rotate, and then I'm gonna push the band as much as I can without feeling uneven balance on my sit bones. And then I come back in. Let's go. 1. So again, if your band is coming from over here, it's a lot more work. 2. And bring it in. 3, I lengthen, my ribs and my hips are stacked and connected, so I'm not shifting. 4, lengthen and stay heavy on both sit bones. You can do this on your knees if you want to make it harder. Pushing the pelvis forward and squeezing the glutes. 5, stay long through the spine. 6, just rotating on my axis. Good. Rotate a little bit more. 7, as much rotation to the left as I can, or to your right, as much rotation to your left as much as you can. 8, so I can feel the back working on this side and my abdominals on this side. Then it reverses, the back on this side of the band and the front here. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Good. Stretch your arm here. I'm just going to mute you because it keeps shifting. Keep stretching the arm. Okay. All right. And let's do the same thing to the other side. Before we go back into our legs, I'm just giving our legs a break. So we do legs, we do another side plank, and then we're done, okay? So we're doing that side flexion again. I'm sitting on the band. My arm is gonna start here with as much resistance as I want. If you want to, uncross the leg and cross the other leg the other way, better, okay? Just start to get used to the same thing. Sit tall from the sit bones up. Connect the hips and the ribs, and we're gonna reach up, 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 shift the rib cage. So this is working, pulling the band from the ceiling across, and then we come back down. You can release or you can stay pushing to the ceiling. Push and go. 2, push and pull, pull from here, reaching the band to the ceiling. See, I'm not moving much. 3, reach. And down. I'm going to release the arm on this one. 4, press, lengthen, and then this side is pulling the band up and across and down. 5, up, 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 and in. So if you're still holding it up, 6, shoulders wide, pull from the waist. Good, stay heavy on sit bones. Pull. Good. And I don't know, last 2, we're supposed to be doing 10. Then stay on the sit bones, try not to shift to the side. So sit heavy on the sit bone of the side of the band and just keep pushing and shifting from the other side. Yeah, heavier on the sit bone. Last 1. So try not to go here. See, I'm still kind of stacked here, little flexion, and down we go. Woo! All right, so we're gonna do that rotation. Stay heavy here, arm here. Good, so now we're rotating on the axis of the body. Stay heavy on both sit bones and breathe out, rotate. So push back on the shoulder without the band, reach with this one, and the ribs are gonna come across, obliques, and then come back and rotate to the other direction as much as you can, growing tall. And go 2. Reach and slowly in. Keep your ribs connected to your hips. 3. And pull. Shoulders nice and wide. 4. And pull. 5. And pull. 6. Grow tall, 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 tall. 7. 2 more. 8, pull the pelvic floor, hug the abdominals, rotate from the ribs. 9, last one, and 10. And release, good. Stretch your shoulder. Pull across, breathe. Nice work. All right, so we're gonna go through the same painful experience of leg work. So set number 2. Now, without the band, I'm gonna show you or do it without the band. If you want to do it with the band, again, you have this one, you have this one, and you have this one. This one grips a little bit easier probably, especially on the bend and push. It's a little easier. The rest, all of them are gonna work good. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into this side. So the first side I did the first time around. Laying back down. Add the band if you wanna do it with the band. Okay, I'm gonna do it without. So we're gonna reach, stack your shoulders, stack your hip. This leg is gonna go up. I'm gonna reach, 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 reach until I'm the longest I can, and I got my mouse hole here. Okay, maintaining this. Scoop the abdominal, keep reaching, hand in front of me, and I'm gonna bend and push. Bend, so keeping that 90 degree of my leg, see? Squeeze the butt, push, go longer than where I started, and go. 3. Keep everything stable. 4. This bottom leg is really pressing. 5, hip flexor, squeeze, glutes reach. 6, 7, push. 8, keep that butt reaching back, not rounding with you. So make sure you're not rounding the butt and rotating back. 9, just keeping everything still reaching long. 10, we're gonna stay here. Keep lengthening, we're gonna go up and down and go 1, 2, keep lengthening. 3, the longest body you can give me. 4, let's point the toe this time. 5, I'm gonna keep the bottom one flexed to support. 6, lengthening. 7, no movement on the waist, just here. 8, 9, and 10. Stay up. Bottom leg is going to meet the top leg. So lift, lift, down, and go 2, meet, down, and down. 3, reach, reach, down. I'm still lengthening. 4, down, down. 5, abs tight, connect the hips and the ribs. 6, down, down. Good. 4 more. 7, reach as high as you can without collapsing the waist. 8, down, down. Ouch, that hurts. 9, reach, down, and 10, reach, up, down, down. Good. So last set we have is the top leg is gonna stay up and the bottom leg is gonna keep moving alone, okay? So let's go up and hold, and let's go. 1, 2, keep reaching that top leg, abs are really tight. 3, 4, good. 5, keep lifting the abdominals. 6, 8, keep reaching. 9, nothing collapses. 10, bring both down. Good, bend the knees. Little thing. And bring it back out, and we're gonna come into a plank. This time we can do a full arm plank. If you don't want to, go back into the elbows. And we're gonna do the same up and down movement, still working the sides of the body. So if you need one leg down, one leg up, you can come up this way. Both knees down is fine, or the entire leg up. So remember, the back of the leg, the arch of the leg, they're both pressing. Mine are together, inner thighs are together. So hands are gonna come under shoulders. When you're ready, lift up. And let's go up and down. 1. So the range of motion is less. Lift the hip, the waist, and the rib. 2, 3, 4, hip, waist, rib. 5, 6, 7. Do as many as you can. 8, keep tucking the pelvis and really squeezing the inner thighs. 8, I think. 9 and 10. Good. Bring it in. Bend the knees. Hold here and stretch. Oh. I'm going to stretch both sides. Do 3 to 4 breaths. Then bring this hand down and stretch the other side. Elbow goes down. Stretch this side as well. All right, last set. So we shift everything to the other side. We come down, find your alignment. So remember that nice straight line. We come down, whatever you need under your head, all that good stuff. We're gonna reach everything out. So I'm gonna keep my bottom foot flexed. I'm just gonna point the top leg this time around. Push the ribs, connect, lengthen that top leg until mouse hole is there. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Good. Remember, you can bring your legs in front of you if you need more stability. Good. Reach and let's go. 1. Good. Keep lengthening. 2, 3, 4, 5. From here. 6. Just this work. This doesn't collapse. 7, no movement. 8, keep connecting the front of the body. 9, oh, I did it wrong. 10, sorry, keep it here. I'm gonna bend and flex. So bend, push, sorry. 2, bend and push. 3, knee and foot align, squeeze the butt, push and lengthen. 4, so no arm on the floor, is a lot more core. 5, good. 6, the arm in front of you gives you much more stability. Squeeze, reach longer. 4 more. 7, squeeze, reach, squeeze the glutes. 8, connect when you reach. 9 and 10. I see the thing on my leg dangling. Good, bring it down. And we're gonna lift, lift, lower, lower, okay? So I'm gonna take this apple, it's sliding in my face. And reach, 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 reach. And lift leg, bottom leg meets. Down and down, okay? Much more unstable on this side. 2, down, down. 3, lift. So you can go as high as you can, even if the bottom leg doesn't meet it, that's okay. It's more challenge on the top leg. 4, reach. See, on mine on this side, it doesn't go. 5, reach, lengthening. Good. Connect the front of the body. 6, definitely my weak side. 7, I'm pointing because I forgot to point. 8, reach. 9, and 10, reach. Good, so breathe, tapping, rest. We're gonna go up with the top leg, it's gonna stay up there, and just the bottom leg is going to meet it. Connect the front of the body, and reach, 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 and let's go. 1, 2, keep reaching, nothing changes from the body. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep reaching that top leg. 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Good. All right, the last thing for today, the side plank. So we're gonna come up. Again, you can be on your elbow, you can be up here on your arms, whatever is comfortable for you. Okay? Roll the shoulder, press into the hand if you're gonna come up. I'm gonna cross because I'm gonna straighten my legs. Keep the knee or both knees if you need to, okay? And from here, roll, press the hip into the arm, come up. Arm anywhere you want, and let's go. Down and up without collapsing from the shoulder. 2, just the hip. Now push from the hip, from the waist, from the rib. 3, keep zipping the inner thighs if you can. 4, push with the arm at the end as well. 5, you're inside a toaster. 6, duck your pelvis a little bit. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring it in. Bring your hand to here. Bring your hand here and stretch sideways. 2 to 3 breaths. Or more breaths. Good. Rotate the wrist a bit. Wow. And then I like to come into my elbow here and I do the stretch to the opposite side. And up, and stay here, and let's do our pigeon stretch. So take one leg forward, flex the foot, adjust the pelvis so the leg is reaching straight back, okay? And then if you can come down, slowly come down, and let's hold it here for a minute and breathe. Whatever position you're comfortable, make sure your pelvis is squared, and imagine that your pubic bone is your center point of your weight here. And as you breathe out and release, you can keep coming down, make a pillow with your hand. Just as you breathe out, you come down. 15 seconds already passed. Breathe in and out, relax the shoulders and the head. If you can't do the stretch, just go into your back and do the number 4 stretch. Good, breathe. Fifteen seconds. Nice. So we're gonna get ready to come up slowly. You know, if you're recording if you're watching the recording, stay there if you need to do more. I'm gonna swing my back leg forward. I'm gonna swing my forward leg back. I'm gonna adjust my pelvis here. Okay? Lift up a little bit if I want to open the front of my hip. Flex my foot for my knee, or if you're laying on your back, just switch legs. And then slowly start to make your way down here. Okay? Relax the body. And every breath out, just try to release a little bit more. Release tension. Release the hip and the pelvis. Halfway there. Keep breathing, keep relaxing. Keep releasing tension on the areas that are tense. 10 seconds. So go deeper into the stretch if you can. Good. And then slowly push yourself back up. Good. So if you need to stretch your arm again, pull the shoulder down, pull the elbow across. Let's do about 3 to 5 breaths. Just keep the shoulder down and pull from the arm. Bring the scapula with you and feel the stretch here on your shoulders. And then roll the shoulders, move to the other side, shoulder down, pull across. All kinds of things cracking. Do your last breath. And then you can roll the shoulders. Good. Release the neck. All right. Good job. Lots of hips. So we did a lot side of the body. Yeah? Inner thigh, outer thigh, planks from the side. Last class of this package was a great class. So I'm going to stop the recording.